Hey everyone, hope you're all having a great day. So, I was thinking of doing a little bit in here, but I got busy trying to work on the outside of the tower, so I figure I'll continue with this for a little while. And if we get bored or it becomes annoying, we will switch tacks. So, I want to pull this upper block or two, I think. I'm thinking I want this to come up a little way up the wall. That way it's not even all the way around. I can Red. Sorry, I will get the name eventually. How are you doing today? Good to see you. I want the diorite and the andesite wherever I hit it. Andesite. Here we go. So we need some stairs. I'm always running out of stairs. You doing well? You're just grinding away. That's cool. Sometimes you have to do the grind to get to the good parts. Okay, so that's plenty of those. We're doing okay for those. So let's just switch those to stairs as well. So what are you grinding away on? So we want may need to bring this out and up a bit, I think. I think I'm going to do that. You need to invest in tools to amend them so often. Yeah. You should be able to get them from the trading hall, because there should be plenty of emeralds there, and there's the trading hall with all the villagers for toolsmiths. So you should be able to grab a bunch of tools from there, and then obviously go to the librarian public trading hall. And there's usually plenty of emeralds just to trade with, so that you can get yourself geared up. If you want to, in the because there should be several of them with shovels. I can't remember if I put shovels in the Christmas box, so I'm not sure if you grabbed a starter kit with and a Christmas box that's in the southwest tower. But yeah, flattening the top of a mountain can be interesting. Right. Hey Fuzzu, how are you doing today? Good to see you. Can do to break things up a little. I want probably a U. No, we'll go a half slab there. You're not right. Oh, I'm ticking along. I can't complain. Tarzan gave you a shulker of totems and emeralds right after. Oh, that's cool. Thank you for the lurk, Fezzo. It is much appreciated. Yeah, because like I say, there's the starter kits and there's a chest in the southwest tower that still has Christmas presents that we made up for everybody on the server. And I would sooner they were used than just left to rot. So if you need an extra, and if did you DMC? How are you doing? So you're on the train. Well, fingers crossed it works well for you. Grab some of you. Because trains can be a bit problematic. Let's go here and here as well. I think I'm going to knock you out and switch you. Go for diorite, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it can be when you start after the first couple of weeks, there can be lots of deaths if you don't have the gear quickly, which is why someone or other in the community usually does or gives people stuff to get started if they so choose. You don't have to take them. Yeah. They come in handy to have the the proverbial boxes. Went up to Bletchley Park. That's cool. It is very interesting. I had an uncle who worked there during the Second World War. He then went on to become a lecturer at a university. Yeah, everybody is. Everybody likes to help each other out because we all know what it's like starting, and everybody's friendly. We try to be a community and help each other out as much as we can without the person feeling that we're overwhelming them. Oops. Yeah, you also specialise in dying from falling and not paying attention to the mobs. Yeah, having multiple of those boxes comes very much in use. Right, so let's put you one of you. We're not doing too bad, but we need to stick some snow in here as well. Just to help you have 4 diamond armor villages at about 4 hours after the service started. Yeah. It took me a while to find this location, but once I got that, I was fortunate one of my neighbours had a couple of villagers extra, and they gave me a couple of villagers so that I could set up the public trading hall and begin to get things breeding. Because I was really struggling finding a village that hadn't already been claimed. Probably because I'm on one. Yep, splats are always fun. As long as it's not your splat. Right. Need to put some light in there as well. I've done a lot of lichen lighting, but because of the ice, I'm going to need to hide a few of the lanterns when I can. Trying to see where, down here maybe. It's kind of out of sight. And hopefully it'll bring the light over the ice path a bit. You use some that went into the Titan to gear up. Ah, yeah, that makes sense because you were part of the build team for the Titan. That definitely makes sense. Whereas, like I say, I was looking for an ocean big enough to build islands over. And because it being the trading hall, and we're only allowed 50 entities, I had to make sure that I could space 4 trading halls out and each of them be 10 chunks apart. Minimum. Which was why it took me a while to find a suitable location. And by the time I'd done that, people had already raided the villages nearby, which was fine because they were on their areas, or they'd claimed the villages, I should say. But like I say, fortunately, I have awesome neighbours. And as soon as I mentioned I was looking for a couple of villagers, like I say, everybody's generous. It didn't take long at all. They were fantastic. I do love that about the server. People will help out whenever possible. And then we have people like Joe and Ali who love to, they really enjoy the helping out part of the game. They don't mind doing the grinding and helping somebody get what they need. You did the same for yours. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Don't really want to put much snow in because I don't want it to blend in too much with the build itself. But there has to be enough that it doesn't look weird. Yeah, if you need anything, just let us know. Your skill level is currently digging basic mazes and going splat. Ah, that's fine. You know, it's a case of you start off with a dirt hut and you quickly build up to get what you want built. The early game can be fun. I say that, but I must admit, it is now, for me. It used to be a case of prior to, I know villagers are OP. I say it myself, they are extremely OP. But with them being OP, it means I can get to the stage of the game I love, and that's the building. You've been playing for less than a year? Then you started watching Hermitcraft close to a year ago and became obsessed. I don't blame you. It is a fun game that is limited by your imagination. Be it in redstone, mob farms, grinding, whatever. It is a fantastic game for that. Let's put you. Yeah. True, you are on the other side of the pond. You're over here visiting this neck of the woods, kind of. But yeah, just give a yell out, and if people have it, people are more than happy to. And it's the same with knowledge. If you're not sure on something, ask. People are happy to help. As long as they're not neck deep in something, obviously, but usually somebody will answer and help you with information. It was like learning to terraform. Cable gave me some tips. Because I started playing on the server not long after within the first year of my playing Minecraft. Such a fun game. Right, so you're that. You need to change. You won't do. Let's put you this way. What are we doing with it? How's that? Not too bad. It breaks it up. Yeah. There are so many awesome builders and different types of players on Hermitcraft. I can see where the choosing could be difficult. I find Hermitcraft through Scar, his old build tutorials. So when I started playing the game, it was a case of hiding in a cave or digging a hole into the side of a mountain every night. And I figured there had to be more to than get the game, and then came across the build tutorials. And after watching his build tutorials, I checked what his latest stuff was, and he'd just joined Hermitcraft, which brought me on to that. And from that, I found Tango and Impulse doing way back in the day their derp streams where they'd move mobs around, which were just hilarious. A friend you made on Twitch about 4 years ago, I tried to get you into playing with him and then told me to watch Graham. Then next thing you know, been about 10 episodes of Every Hermit in season 9 until you caught up. Yep. That's the thing. Graham's a great builder. I've seen some of his stuff. But different player styles kind of cater to different audience ranges. I've been on the older end of the spectrum. Although I appreciate Graham, his target audience isn't for the 50-year-olds, if that makes sense. And that's not a knock on him at all. I can appreciate what he does. Right, so I can't really have two next to each other. That's going to cause problems. Hi, Ali. Thank you for the meow. Yep, he feels a chaos-shaped hole in your heart. That I can understand that. Which is cool. That's what I do love about this game. There's no wrong way to play it. And there's something for everybody. That's not going to work. It's too big a drop. Don't want that either. I want to keep that. I know what we'll do. We'll just stick snow there. Because it was just wrong. Yeah, I'm making up for the Monday stream because obviously the update to the 1.19.4 on Monday. I didn't want to stream in case the update happened midstream kind of thing. But I didn't want to not have the 3 streams either. Yeah, Scar is definitely a magical sweet bean. And Gem. Impulse, Times Core and Skidger. Yep, they are. Exactly, Candard. Yeah, you need to update your Minecraft to 1.9.4. Otherwise, you won't be able to connect. Do I want that there? Probably not. I think that's the wrong place for that block. So yeah, I didn't want to have fewer streams. Especially with being on holiday this week, I wanted to at least keep the 3 streams that we usually do. Need to... Yeah, that's fine. So I'm just looking at the shape of it, whether I need to bring it up a little bit in places. But it's also in front of a window, so I'm thinking it makes more sense to have it kind of flattish and not to be peaks and jags. But yeah, Skizzleman is just hilarious. We definitely want some snow blocks. See what we can. If we go down here, it's low enough for me to hide lighting block, which is cool. But yeah, like I say, Scar just blew my mind when I first watched him play Minecraft. It's a case of how on earth can somebody build the way he does? Not to mention him being such an awesome person as well. Ah, that's why it's probably melted. There's a light block there. So if I put one of you there, should bring out some light over the ice a little bit. So you're planning to do anything this evening, DMC? Apart from go out for something to eat. Yep. Gonna need, let's get rid of these. Because I need to, fortunately I've got a fair bit of room here. Go get some more stone. Okay. You're a stack. Andesite. Here we go. Here's some stone. I swear my shulker monster's getting worse. It won't be long before it takes over the server at this rate. Okay, that I want to. Is there a button on the front of them? Of the XP array? Usually, if it doesn't do it automatically by taking the item out, clearing out the second bit, it will usually then there's a button or something. But I must admit, I haven't used the public one. Let's... It may be a case of, is it still clicking away? If it's still clicking away, it may be a case of it's still emptying out the 14 or 15 stacks of cactus, and that needs to clear out first. But if it does it for more than Or have you been there a long while? If you've been there a long while and it probably more than 5 minutes and it's still doing it, then there may be an issue with it. Otherwise it should automatically stop after a certain point. A second. Yeah, it won't store it unless it stopped clicking. Bless it. Right, yeah, it should have stopped after about 4 or 5 minutes. If it's still doing it after that, don't worry too much about it. You can always post it, and I'm trying to think what chat would be best in Discord to post it in, because it's Fictional's build, but Fictional's also a new staff member since he built it. But it'll be just a case of, no, that's not right. That's really not right. Go away. And let's do there instead. All right. And we have here, we'll have a half slab. I may need to switch out some of these blocks I've used for building and hide with diorite, etc. Let's go grab a little bit of each. Stack of andesite, stack of diorite, that'll do. So we can andesite, I think. Help break it up a little bit. I don't mind some of the stone peeking out because it gives it a third variant. But sometimes a bit too much of it just looks weird. Right, so we're going to need to hide a light block. And I didn't pick up any more light blocks. Let's go grab some. I think they're upstairs in the upper room in the tower. I was trying to think of a way to stop any potential mobs coming in. I have some powdered snow, but the problem is if players go into it, then it will kill the player instead. And that I don't want. Because I kind of like the doorway, but I may end up having to put in some actual doors. But when the villagers... Poor JC. Guess they wanted lunch as well. They always seem to be very hungry, do the zombies. So you were going to be a light block. You can go there. Half slab, another. Break it up a little bit. Grab an andesite. Diorite. You down here. That up a little bit. Thing is, I use a lot of the walls just to help with the spawn proofing. Fortunately, because it's a winterish build, there's lots of snow, so I can double layer the snow layers. Yeah, just you and a couple of zombie villagers chilling with the dragon. Yeah, that dragon is awesome. Don't get me wrong, Sandra and Sam, who Lirondu built several seasons ago, are still my favourite dragons of all time. But that one in the trading, in the end portal, is amazing too. So let's get rid of you and you, because I'm good, and you. We're going to fill you with a bit more snow, I think. And I want some half slabs. I also want break it up. Yeah, I like that. I like the fact that it dips down. Gives, I know it'll be mostly hidden, but do like the different way of doing it. When you was trying to find a mostly flat piece of land to build, you just kept finding so many amazing buildings that were so big. Yeah, there are some amazing things on the server. You turn around, big and small builds that they just blow your mind with what they come up with, which is awesome. I love it. There's a lot of smaller builds that are fantastic. It's always cool exploring to see what other people. It's amazing how their minds work on what they come up with. I want the snow. It's so much fun. But there are so many smaller builds too that just, yeah. And it's so amazing that people, I find it difficult to build small. But the skill involved in building small blows my mind. Because getting that much detail in such a small place. You love building mazes? That's awesome. Building a cube maze. Okay, I'll have to remember you love mazes, because part of my plan for next season is I will have a maze I need building, so I may end up picking your brains on that. I'm not good at mazes. So I may need to call you at the beginning of next season and see if I can borrow your brain for a bit, if that's okay. If it isn't, just say so and tell me to buzz off and go pester somebody else. So you go there. Just trying to make sure I have at least 2 layers, but I don't want it even everywhere. And you're going to be that, so I'm going to put one of you on. Hi, Joe. Oh, that's cool. It's always fun to spread your wings and challenge yourself. But once you've got the skill down in creative, it's just a case of transferring it. So it should be fantastic. How are you doing, Joe? Right, let's switch to one of you. We're not doing too bad. We got a kind of a quarter of way so far round the build. Just trying to see where I don't like the lines, like there. See how it comes down step, flat. I need to change one of those steps. Probably turn that one upside down. And use a half slab on the one that is currently upside down, just to break it up a little bit. Probably the diorite though. Or it pulls the diorite round and up. That should okay. It's kind of getting there. Hi Lexlab, how are you doing? It's good to see you. How have you been? You're good? Awesome. Oh, I'm ticking along. Your first was a set of 8 mazes in 3 section. That sounds awesome. It really does. I look forward to seeing what you've come up with. Oh, that's cool. We just upgraded to 119.4, by the way. Yeah, yesterday. Was it? No, Monday, sorry. Not yesterday. Just so you know, for your launcher. Be good to see you. Right. Let's see. I'm going to need to put some snow on these now. So has the smelter array stopped clicking away, Cantorad? Let's see what. That means you're a block. You're not. But up here is, so you need a couple of layers of snow. I don't want creepers spawning on me. Welcome back. Your second one use the first redstone contraption you made to close the entrance behind you. And there were firework launchers using ether hoppers to shoot a guiding rocket by the exit every 30 seconds. Oh, that's cool. It sounds like you've been having a lot of fun with the mazes. So I need to hide some lighting in there. Down here. There's usually a block somewhere that you can hide it. Eventually that waterfall, this will be the river going down to that lake. So I'm not too worried about this bit yet. It's about getting the tower surrounded today. I'm not over keen on that. That needs to be broken up. Too square. Don't like it. I'm going to switch that one out for a diorite. Want a half slab of andesite there, I think. Let's take a look. It's a bit better. It was just too square on that corner. I didn't like it. Now I need to put something in front of this block and potentially here as well. So that's a half slab, so let's switch that out. You need to be a half slab as well. I think that's better. Right. I'm wondering about maybe bringing some more ice around here. And kind of joining up the two bits, but if I do that, I do want to end it about there. I don't want it to be all the way down there. And you're not supposed to be there at all. Have to do something This bit won't be too bad because I want to go up again like I did on the other side. So if I move this out like that, that should end it there. Then I can bring this out a little here. That way it doesn't feel weird that it's just one block up. Let's go get the blue and the compressed ice. Do I have any? Don't have any of that on me. I need some powdered concrete. So, compressed ice. Well, that's normal. Blue ice. I went ice mining yesterday. Let's put you away for a second. Question is, do I have... I think I may have used my concrete powder. Let's just check storage. It wouldn't be a pendle stream if we didn't go to storage at least once. Normal concrete. Okay. I want an empty shulker for a second. And I'm going to be organised. I am going to put all my stuff in the shulker. And I'm going to pick the shulker up and keep it in my inventory so I know where all my stuff is. Then we're going to visit the amazing Space Tech shop in the shopping district. If you're not aware of this one, Cantrad, Space Tech set up a concrete shop, and the concrete is free to everybody on the server. It takes donations of sand and gravel, etc. And nobody particularly likes making concrete. So it's definitely an amazing thing for him to do. Yep. Definitely Space Tech is awesome. And whoever helps him. Grab a few stacks. I just figured I'd mention it so you're aware if you do need some. One side has shulker boxes full of the concretes. The other side has stacks of the concrete, so you can grab if you need a shulker of it, you could grab a shulker if you just need a couple of stacks. You have lots of it. Oh, that's cool. I don't know, to be honest. I've never tried red sand as in concrete. I would have thought it would, because it would make sense to, but this is Minecraft, so just because it would make sense doesn't always mean it's going to do it. So yeah, over that corner there is the public trading hall with, sorry, this one here, armour smiths and toolsmiths. If you need armour or tools, the emeralds are usually provided. Just feel free to go trade with them. It's the whole point of having a public trading hall. Not doing too bad. I like the way the island's coming together. Right. So it's still not refilling. Okay, leave the... What I would do is fictional... You should be able to find his name on Discord. Just message him so that next time he's on, he can have a look at it. Does JC need... Oh, echo shards. Yeah, so what I would do... Sorry, I just noticed the message. But yeah, like I say, just message fictional and he can check it out. It's fictional X something or other. Can't remember his full name, but he is staff. So fictional XCI. You should be able to find his name in the staff area of the Discord list. So if you just send him a message and let him know that for some reason it's not, and then at least he knows for next time he logs in. But let's put those away and grab those for the minute. Let's grab the blue ice. Oh, and let's put a couple of these. So I grabbed about 3 stacks. I don't need 3 stacks on me. Underneath here, there is a dark area. Because it has to be. Somewhere. Because I can hear. Got. So I've got a darker area. There's a lot of a dark area there. Let's fix that. Sorry. Sidetracked. I don't want mobs spawning underneath the build. I do try not to make mob farms. Unintentional ones anyway. Just lighten that. Oops, area up. How are you doing? Don't look too bad. Oh. There we go. We'll just put a bit of ice in. On the blue. Go away. Right. You want the powder, which I did have and just moved. Right. At least the compressed ice doesn't melt. Let's go there. Ouch. Grab some half slabs. I think I want you. I guess I didn't use any of the stairs there, which is unusual. Seem to be using a lot of diorite stairs. No, I can't have you two there. You just look weird. And andesite. Here comes the phantoms. Annoying things. Just glad we can reset our timers. Yep. Well done. So you. I like that I can see progress. It feels so much better. So Oops, wrong place. A lot of andesite there. Really should have a bit of diorite. Get you done. I leave a 1 block. I can then try and make things work. Nope, I don't like that. I don't want it to bend round the corner. Put in that corner. Okay, we'll put you with a block on top. Ah, that's okay then. Oh, that's cool. It's always, like I say, seeing as fictional built it, he would know, which is the main thing. It's always better to ask than to leave it and not, and then him find out later there was an issue. And it's cool that you're going to lend him a hand with the AFKing. So that's awesome. So I'm going to need to hide some lichen afterwards. Let's put down a half slab. Not where I wanted the half slab, but hey, tell you what I will do. That's a perfect place there to hide a light block, because I can then use you to turn you upside down. That'll light things up a little bit. But I'll need to start going back to the lichen soon. I want the around the edges pretty well lit because it's a building, but I do want the snow more atmospheric, like over there, where it's not light everywhere. Yep. Didn't like that shape too close to that. Let's grab some of you. Oops. That wasn't meant to be that. Didn't know you could do that. I figured it would destroy the No, didn't think it would just sit on top of it. It's definitely something new. Always good to learn. You can be a lichen. I'm going to have to find a snow farm before too long, I think, or make one. I think somebody said they may have one, but I can't remember who. But I can always put one together. It's not like it's a big thing to do. Oh, I don't have to do it right yet. I have time. So I want some andesite here. I think I want a wall down here. And the same here, but with diorite instead. No. Try not to have it all even. What are we doing? Apologies for the stop starts. Just end up stepping back more than I probably need to. Until I get into a flow again. Oops. Falling down holes. Right, so you're that. I'm going to put you there, I think. Nope. Because you're a half slab. Yeah. Oops. This place. I looked into the double click issue a little bit today. Nobody see, although it's been mentioned a number of times on forums, nobody seems to know too much why it's happening. Some people just seem to blame it on lag, which doesn't make sense because it isn't happening during lag. Or they're trying to blame it on your PC, but in which case, if it was your PC, it would happen. Hi, Gashel. Thank you for the creeper. You're almost glad to leave for home tomorrow? Central London and the tube's hosed right now? Ouch. It's a bit crazy, is it? I guess it will be. Everybody's kind of getting geared up for the bank holiday weekend. And people are coming in for those who want to watch that creeper like Sorry, you can. It definitely makes me jump too. Ah, you got a derailed train. Ouch. I haven't heard the news yet today, so yep. That won't help at all. Plus, there was a security alert at Buckingham Palace yesterday. And the controlled explosion. So things are a little busy. Let's do you, and then I think we're going to switch to the diorite. I derailed at a depot. Okay. Well, hopefully everybody's okay. And it doesn't have, the disruption isn't for too long. Because it's a work, yeah, everybody will have been leaving work as well. So, yeah, I can see how it would be a little bit crazy in the central London with that kind of thing. Then everybody's trying to get on the buses instead. Yeah. How are you doing, Gashel? And the creeper, yeah, that and the phantom always seem to get me. Yeah. Last night at the palace. Um, Probably an hour or so after I finished streaming. They evacuated all the press and did a controlled explosion. Your brother is visiting on Thursday, so you're excited. Oh, that's awesome. It's always cool to have family visit. Yeah. Somebody was arrested. They threw shotgun shells over the security fence, and like I say, there was a controlled explosion. But there was bound to be some idiots at times, especially on the run up to the coronation. There are so many people these days who can't seem to let other people have their own point of view, which is a shame. But let's not get dragged into that. Right, so yep, well, if they've done a controlled explosion, my bet is the security alert has increased. At which point the big guns come out. You say you don't see them regularly, but they are fully trained to have them for the times that is needed. Exactly. Political commentator? Nah. I just think everybody is entitled to their own opinion on things. Doesn't mean to say I have to agree with it. And as long as it doesn't harm anybody else, I don't have an issue. Usually. Like I say, healthy society has debates. It's how you progress. Right, so let's see how we're doing. You're okay, because you're that. But yeah, hopefully there isn't much going on that way in London at the moment, in the lines of trouble and chaos. But you can kind of expect things when there's big events going on. Although I say that, it'll also be one of the safest places because of how much intelligence is, etc., is being focused, and security on the area. Some of my favourite co-workers and I disagree on a lot of stuff, but we get along just as well, even though they are wrong about Star Wars. Yep. Well, I love Star Wars, I love Star Trek. I enjoy the films for what they were. It was a case of there was so much talk about Phantom Menace 1 and 2 and 3 being awful, and to me they were good films. I really enjoyed the cinematics because they were new at the time. And they were impressive. But then Star Wars was always cutting edge with that kind of thing. Exactly, Ali. We need to just get along. So you're looking forward to Dune 2? It's coming out soon, is it? We're allowed to disagree on things, but that's the fun part. It'd be a boring world if we didn't, if we all agreed on everything. I must admit, I haven't watched Dune, but that's probably more down to me. I should really let the new ones stand for themselves. I watched Dune back in the 80s when those films came out, and I thought I really didn't like them. I thought they were awful films. I'd read the books and I really didn't think much of how they interpreted the books into the films. But that was back in the 80s. But I've heard they've done really well with them re-releasing them. I know some people consider them classics. I just guess because I watched them at the cinema when they came out originally. I think that these few need to come out. And I need to put snow there. And then fix the shape. But I hope I hope it lives up to all your expectations, and it is fantastic. I really do, Gashel. I do enjoy a good movie. Yeah, that's the thing, Ali. You enjoy disagreeing on things as long as someone wants to have a civilized argument and no one wants to try to win. Yeah. have a good exchange of opinions, and maybe you learn something and they learn something, and things progress nicely. It can be fun. Right, so let's get some half slabs here. And I want some diorite. Whoops. Put that way. It kind of leaves a gap each way. I can then put something on. I'll do that, there, and there for a minute. Oh, it's going pretty well. Some days the terraforming goes smoothly, other days it's a battle. And I end up tearing things, half the stuff I built, down again. That's the thing. Some of the smartest people I know don't have degrees or any formal education. They just have so much common sense. Right, so I need to put some lighting in there. I think I can hide on down here, and I can hear a nice skelly. That sounds like the front door, but hey, it's election day tomorrow, so I know exactly who it's going to be. It is tomorrow, is it? Or is it the next day? Exactly, yeah, Canterad. Some of the dumbest people I know have degrees, and it's a case of I have an honours degree, but I'm well aware that some of the dumbest people I know have them too. At least that's light now. How are we doing up here? Have I actually... Oh, okay. So I've actually got this bit joined in. Let's see what we can do. Right, so I'm going to need some more andesite stairs. Don't exactly have many diorite stairs left either, which is fine. I can go make a whole bunch of them. Let's clean up some of the stuff from my inventory too. Sounds like your aunt and uncle. Both are incredibly intelligent lawyers, but when it comes to common sense things, they're usually dumb as rocks. Yep. The thing is, what I found when I went back to school was that a lot of them who went to uni straight from school without going out into the world and learning how the world actually works first may have been book smart, but they never seem to learn. I shouldn't say never, but a good chunk of them struggled with common sense stuff. Not everybody's like that, because you can't generalise. But I did find a good chunk of them found it difficult because they were just used to an academic environment straight through from being starting school at 4 until they finished at 20 in their 20s, depending upon which side of the pond you're on, obviously, and what degree, course, etc. you took. You just spent so much time at school that a lot of people had not had the opportunity, maybe is the word I'm looking for, to learn common sense that you needed in the work environment. But obviously you do get a bunch of people in the work environment who've only worked in the working environment who are exactly in the same boat. So like I say, you can't always generalize. Why I think it's a good thing for kids to have a gap year. Go out and see the world a bit, learn something. But it's also expensive. And not everybody can afford that kind of expense. I worked all the way through I worked through the holidays of my degree because I knew going back to school in my 30s, if I didn't focus on the learning, I would struggle because I'd been out of the school environment for 18 years at that point. Right, so we need to do something with you. Probably something like that. Yep, I like the way that's working. He's narrowing in, yeah. That's cool. So what I've done there is I brought some of the ice to the edge of the island so I can have ice strips down the side. I've tried to break up some of the bigger areas that would be just snow if I left it all flat. Now this is a river, so I don't want to put anything in there. But I may end up doing some more ice down this channel, so I'm going to leave that for now. And we'll continue around this way and see what we can get done. But I think we've made a... we haven't done too bad. Break you up a bit. There as well. Switch. Definitely want some half slabs. I'm going to turn that around the other way. That way it's not too long a straight area. A half slab would do that, so that's not going to work. So we'll leave it as it is. I like it creeping up the sides. That way it doesn't look like it's all on one level. Has a little bit of variation, even though inside it doesn't, outside it does. So snow layers. Anywhere I need to put those, just a spot or two. Okay. I'm going to leave that, I think. I think I like... Now I put 4 layers there. I thought I did. So it should be at half slab height. So it should allow you to just walk up, but it doesn't seem to. You have to put a couple of extra layers. I'm not worrying about this bank just yet because the river's going to be back here. So until I've got the river in, I don't know what the final height of this is going to be. What we need to do is start back round this side. But yeah, the one thing I am not sure on is how I'm going to keep any potential mobs out. I was going to put some, like I said, I was going to use some of the powdered snow and put light underneath it. But if somebody falls in it, then they can't get out. Even if it is only 1 block tall. My other thought was originally to have 3 blocks here that were powdered snow. But you can't put snow level. But then, like I say, the issue is with people walking in and out. And I don't want players to end up frozen to death. That wouldn't go down well. I know at one point you could use rail lines, but rail lines would look really weird. I think there is definitely, I'm going to have a little bit of fun and games trying to figure that out. Okay, so we need some stone. Right. I think the stone was over here somewhere. I know that's pretty tall. Okay, so if that is the top, I want to bring that out and round to this point. Oops. Get you there. Oops, wrong one. That's fine. We'll figure it out. Down, back, up, up. Yeah. I don't like that sticking out like that. That there, and then that's too square, so let's bring that around, because obviously the other blocks have to go on top of it, so we're just kind of getting a shape to start with. And I don't like that. Too square as well, but I don't like that either. Yeah. Okay. Stone. Need more stone. Kind of full shulker full of it on first attempt. That makes a change. Usually you have to see me opening shulker boxes for 2 minutes. There we go. I know it's a bit samey, but so is a lot of the build. But when I start putting the stairs, slabs and walls in, hopefully I can break it up enough. It was this side, wasn't it? Right, so let's get these in place. Okay. Are we doing? Not too bad. A matter of putting enough andesite stairs in, but not too many, because I still need to put the diorite stairs in. You can go that. Nope, not what I want. Do you want one down? I just didn't want it. Nope, you're not going to work there either. Fine. Let's go back to you. I wish there was a way you could place stairs and not have it turn the corner if you don't want it to turn the corner. Or have it turn a corner when you do want it to turn a corner. Sometimes you just can't get it to turn it just right. I know it's all about the direction you're facing when you're placing the block, but sometimes it is still a battle. You're going to have to be a stayer. But I didn't want too many stayers the same way. Have to go that way, otherwise you're going to turn. You. Go that way. That way. I'm not doing too bad. It is definitely getting there. Right, so we want some slabs. Need to do something about you because you're not going to work that way. It's okay. Right. Oops. You end up in some weird positions when you're jumping around with this double. Oh, the double jump's gone. I was thinking it was a double jump. I guess it's the elytra. Make it curve up a little bit. Ah, we just hit the 2-hour mark. Yeah, it is getting there. You're going to have to check it something out when you get home. Hopefully. But yeah, that's it. We'll call it a day there. And like I say, we'll continue. I just wanted to get a little bit more terraforming done today. I don't want to do terraforming too often on stream because I know it can be very boring. So, but I do. Oh, the build, thank you. So I will call it a day there. I don't have anybody playing Minecraft, but Mr. Joker is playing Star Wars. If anybody would like me to send you guys that way. If not, I will call it a stream and let you guys find. Okay, you guys take care and I will see you Friday. Normal time, normal place. Well, that's the plan anyway. And Mr. Joker sounds fine. Okay. Open in new tab. Let's grab the name because I can never spell his name. And you're going to go finding it. I don't blame you on that one. I'm hungry too, so I will grab something to eat in a little bit. You guys take care of yourself. Have a great rest of your week and have fun with your holiday, the MC. Bye all.